Racing to the 2026 Kentucky Derby, and this time we go to the Saratoga, the South, Oaklawn Park for the Rebel Stakes. It's the annual Rebel Yell, and a big field of 10 has entered. Of course, it's going to be Sunday this year, March 1st at Oaklawn Park, part of the Oaklawn Series to the Arkansas Derby. It's going to be on the dirt, a mile and the 16th. It is a Grade 2 race, 3-year-olds on the dirt at Oaklawn Park. And we've got some stakes winners. Strategic Risk, the Smarty Jones winner. Silent Tactic, the Southwest Stakes winner. Litmus Test, the LaSalle Futurity winner for trainer Bob Baffert. $1 million purse. It is the Rebel Stakes. And we've got horses with stakes experience in Rancho Santa Fe. Soldier and Diplomat, Bravaro, second in the Holy Bull, and Blackout Time ran in the Keeneland Futurity last year. He makes his first start of 2026. Let's take a look at the field of 10, led by Bravaro, shipping in for Saffie Joseph from Gulfstream Park. He was second in the Holy Bull. He won the Sleepy Hollow. Now Litmus Test ships in for Bob Baffert. He did not make the trip for the Southwest. He comes in for the Rebel. He has not raced since the LaSalle Futurity win. Class President John Velasquez and Todd Pletcher team up on the Swale Stakes runner-up. Blackout Time, the morning line favorite. He was in the Keeneland Breeders' Futurity last year. Honey's to Blame, an allowance winner at Oaklawn Park the last time. Strategic Risk, the Smarty Jones winner, ran off the board in the Southwest. Silent Tactic, a last to first win in the Southwest Stakes. Rancho Santa Fe, fourth in the Southwest for trainer Brad Cox. And then you've got Time for Music and Soldier and Diplomat rounding out the final two for trainer Steve Asmussen. Soldier and Diplomat was second in the Southwest Stakes. That is a look at the field. 10 horses entered, multiple stakes winners. Let's take a look at the runners. Starting off with Rancho Santa Fe, let's go back to Keeneland, wearing the pink silks, trained by Brad Cox. What I liked about his effort in this race, a nice even stride, low head style. I think this is a type of horse that will like a distance of ground. He seemed to relax off that pace and then come after him late. He ran kind of evenly late in the Southwest Stakes. I think he's going to want a little bit faster pace than the last time in that race won by Silent Tactic. Now you've got Bravaro. He draws the rail, second in the Holy Bull. He won the Sleepy Hollow. Let's go back to the Sleepy Hollow. Bravaro, starting off his career with a maiden win, then went straight into the New York Stakes ranks, won that Sleepy Hollow. Thought he ran a nice race off the bench in the Holy Bull. A New York bred Bravaro can definitely improve in this spot. Now Litmus Test makes the ship in for Bob Baffert. He won a maiden race out west. You know, this horse has ran multiple races. Ran in the Keeneland Futurity against Blackout Time and Ted Noffey, the juvenile champion. He won the LaSalle Futurity. A lot of workouts in the last few months. He should be fit. Ships in here. He'll be one of the top 3 betting choices for Litmus Test. Now you've got Class President, Gulfstream Park. Let's go back to the maiden win. Of course, Todd Pletcher trains this one. The Windstar colors. Class President working out with Jackson Hole in the morning. Some other nice 3-year-olds for Todd Pletcher. Class President. He went shorter the last time, 7 furlongs. Now he stretches out to a mile and a 16th. He faced Solitude Dude, who is a 2-time stakes winner, and Class President second in the Swale Stakes. Made a little bit of a move, chased down the lane. I think he'll like the longer distance, and he should be fit with a couple of races to kind of prep here for the Rebel Stakes. Now Blackout Time, the morning line favorite. Ken McPeek has got him ready here off the bench. He was going to run in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. He was scratched out of that race by the stewards, had to work out last week to get off the vets list, and Blackout Time winning at Ellis Park. A nice win that day. He's got some speed, but I think he can come a little bit off the pace. It should be noted he did lose his first race last year before winning at Ellis Park. Maybe this is a little bit of a prep for the Arkansas Derby or the Bluegrass. Blackout Time, the morning line favorite. Now Honey's to Blame, another one for Ken McPeek, an allowance win at Oaklawn Park. Thought he beat a nice horse in that race, was game through the lane. held on to the win. He's by Blame, of course, who won the Breeders' Cup Classic, defeating Zenyatta. Honey's to Blame, a little bit of a price in this race. Now, Strategic Risk, an In Reality Stakes win, a Florida bred by Noble Bird. He's one of 2 horses trained by Mark Casse. Of course, Strategic Risk was favored in the Southwest Stakes. He finished 10th that day, but comes back in and should be a little bit more fit in this race. Meanwhile, you've got the Smarty Jones winner in Strategic Risk, but now you've got Silent Tactic, second in the Gray Stakes. He came from last to win the race the last time in the Southwest Stakes. Silent Tactic by Tacitus, a deep mare line, some good pedigree for distance, should keep on improving. The pace wasn't fast, and he rallied last to first last time out in the Southwest Stakes. I think Silent Tactic will be tough in this spot. Meanwhile, of course, Silent Tactic also ran second in the Smarty Jones to Strategic Risk. So they ran 1-2 in the Smarty Jones. Silent Tactic won the rematch. Let's see what goes on here in round 3. Now, Soldier and Diplomat, an allowance win at Churchill Downs. He showed speed that day. This is the type of horse that would like a sloppy track, I think. Trained by Steve Asmussen, who's got 2 in this race. Soldier and Diplomat out of a kind of a speedy sire, but purchased for a good fair price. Ran second last time out to Silent Tactic in the Southwest Stakes, and he's probably going to be wide here again off a field of 10, drawing on the outside. Now, you take a look at this race from a pace standpoint. We've got Litmus Test and Soldier and Diplomat. I think those are the possible speed horses in the race. Then the pressers, I'm going to go with Class President and also Strategic Risk, Rancho Santa Fe, Honey's to Blame, a little bit off the pace, and then Silent Tactic, probably the closer. He's been coming from the rear of the pack. I don't think he needs a fast pace, but he needs an average pace. I'm predicting a fast pace with Litmus Test, Soldier and Diplomat possibly leading on the front end. Now, my top choice in the Rebel Stakes 2026, I'm going to go with Class President. I think he'd be a little bit of a price for Todd Pletcher. I like the recent workouts. I like him stretching out in this race. I think he's improving, third lifetime start, and he should get an average pace to run at. Exacta, I'm going to go Class President over Silent Tactic and Rancho Santa Fe. And that is a look at the pace of the race. You think you can definitely make a case for a Blackout time for Ken McPeak, a big race last year against Litmus Test. Also in that Keeneland Futurity, they chased home Ted Noffey. I think Litmus Test is going to get bet down a little bit. My long shot in the race, I'm going to go with Bravaro. I think he's going to save some ground. I thought he made a nice move into the teeth of some fast fractions in that Holy Bull. I think shipping in, short Oaklawn stretch. I think saving ground, he might be able to get a little bit of a good trip in this race for Bravaro coming off the pace. Now the pace overall, you know, we had slow in the Smarty Jones, a little bit average in the Southwest. I think an average pace favors Class President and Blackout time in this spot. Now, the Honeybee is also on Saturday. The Fountain of Youth will have a preview up. The Gotham Stakes and the Rebel Stakes Sunday at Oaklawn Park. Should be a good race. Like, share, and subscribe. Share with your horse racing friends. And remember, Thoroughbred Prospectus comes out every Monday through the Belmont Stakes. We're going to be doing Kentucky Derby updates, Oaks updates. Make sure to sign up, find out more. Look for it in the description and posted in the comment here at the top. Who do you like in the Rebel Stakes? We've already had Silent Tactic win the Southwest. We've got the Arkansas Derby to come and a full field of 10. $1 million, Grade 2, Oaklawn Park, Sunday, March 1st. All part of a big weekend of preps that includes the Gotham and the Fountain of Youth. My top selection, Class President. Leave a comment who you like in the comments. And remember, D. Wayne Lucas always said, people have opinions, horses have the facts.